Hi guys, so my name is Sam. I'm a yoga instructor and a life coach based in New York. I've been doing yoga for over a decade and it's totally transformed my life and it's transformed the life of my students. So I want to offer it on another platform so you can do this kind of practice anywhere you are, in a hotel room, in your bedroom, wherever it is. So all you need is your yoga mats, some comfy clothing, and let's go. So find a comfortable seat. And if it feels uncomfortable to sit, then grab onto a blanket or a pillow or something and place it under your hips so you're slightly elevated. It'll help your spine get nice and long. So sit up nice and tall now. Doing any little wiggles that are needed to get into your body. So you might do a few shoulder rolls or neck rolls side to side. And then eventually your head stacks right over your spine, eyes closed if that feels safe. Otherwise, the gaze is down in front of you and your eyelids are heavy. So begin by noticing how you're feeling already, letting your pelvis sink down. Feel the crown of your head reach up towards the sky and your shoulders melt down slightly. See if there are any places you can soften a little, maybe the edges of your eyes or the space between the eyebrows. Those places tend to get scrunched or furrowed when we're thinking. Notice your inhales and your exhales. The breath is a really beautiful guide throughout the yoga practice. Notice what it feels like to breathe today. Taking in any external sounds that are happening around you, letting that be a part of the experience. And then drop the chin towards the chest, feeling the length of the back of your neck. Set your personal intention for your practice today. Maybe it's just to move and feel good. Or maybe there's something specific you want to bring to the mat and explore. The eyes gently open, and from here lift your gaze and sweep your arms up overhead, fingers nice and wide. Inhale, exhale, palms together to the heart. Interlace the fingers now all the way down to the webbing. Press the palms forward, round your upper back, tuck the chin. As you inhale, press the palms up towards the ceiling or the sky, lifting the gaze. Exhale, press palms forward and round. Inhale, press the palms up. As you exhale, take a side bend to your right. So relax your head and your neck in this side bend. And reach the left fingertips up towards the sky and out to the side. So left fingertips hover off of the ground a few inches. We're coming into neck release, which is a forest yoga pose. And that's forest with two R's, named after the creator, not forest like outdoor forest, but it can be. So from here, keep your head and neck relaxed and your ribs expand as you inhale. And reach through those left fingertips as you exhale. And inhale again, your ribs expand. Exhale, drop the chin, look down towards your right forearm. As you inhale, the ribs expand again. Exhale, relax the head again. And now keep the head and neck relaxed and release the left fingertips down to the ground first. And then slowly the head stacks up over your spine. From here, look down at your legs and switch the crossing of your legs so your other shin is in front. Might feel a little weird if you haven't done that before. And now sweep your arms up overhead, arms reach up, inhale, palms together to heart on the exhale. Interlace the fingers, press palms forward and round. Inhale, palms press up towards the sky. Exhale, press palms forward and round. Once more, breathe in. And as you breathe out, side bend to the left. Relax your head and your neck. And reach the right fingertips out to the side, and the right hand hovers off the ground a few inches. Feel the ribs expand with your inhale. And relax the head a little more on the exhale. Inhale as the ribs expand. Exhale, drop the chin, look down towards left forearm. Another full inhale, head relaxes on the exhale. Keep the head and neck exactly as it is, and right fingertips tap down to the ground first, then the head slowly stacks back over your spine. And make your way onto all fours. So hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, fingers nice and wide. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift the chest, look forward. As you exhale, round the spine, look towards the knees. So moving through a little cat and cow here. Going back and forth at the pace of your breath, and take a few breaths here just to explore. So that might look like making some hip circles or figure eights, or something that doesn't even look like a yoga pose. Smooth, easy breathing as you move, as you explore, and as you notice how your body feels today. Eventually, we'll all meet in a child's pose. Your knees are nice and wide, big toes touch, hips sit back towards the heels, and forehead to the ground. Let the forehead sink down. And know that you can come to this pose at any time during our practice together today. Take a full breath in through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. Come forward to table and downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift your hips, and feel out your down dog. So pedal out the feet, bending one knee and the other knee. Shaking out the head, making any other movements that would feel good here. Then walk the feet all the way up towards your hands. Feet are parallel and about hip distance. Hip distance is 2 fist distance between your big toes. When you arrive, the knees soften slightly, clasp opposite elbows. Relax your head and your neck. If it feels good, there's a slight swaying right and left. The head is really heavy. When we relax our head, we're less in our head and more in our body. The arms release, press through the feet as you slowly roll up. The head is the last thing that comes up. The arms sweep up overhead, breathe in, palms gather to heart as you breathe out. Interlace the fingers behind your back and lift the chest as you inhale. Soften the knees, dive all the way down as you exhale. Relaxing head again and sliding the shoulders away from your ears. Release the hands down. Hands can either be on the mat or your shins. Roll the shoulders open. Look out in front of you. Long spine. Breathe in. And release it. Breathe out. Right leg back behind you. And move this lunge around so you can rock it forward and back or side to side. Just check in with how your hips are feeling, your general low body is feeling. And release the right knee down to the ground. Untuck the right toes. Clasp your thumbs. Feel the belly draw in as you reach the arms up. On your inhale, get a little longer, wriggling out of the waist. And an exhale, tuck the tailbone, press hips forward slightly. One more inhale, eyes open and clear. And an exhale, release the hands down, tuck the right toes under, plank pose. Left foot meets the right foot. Feel the belly draw in. If you need a little extra support, drop your knees to the ground. Now shift forward slightly so shoulders are beyond the wrists. Feel the belly draw in and try to resist gravity a little. as you draw the elbows in and slowly lower down to the ground, landing on your belly, tops of the feet down. Come into your Sphinx pose. Prop onto your elbows, press the elbows down, roll the shoulders open, and then slide the hands back, downward facing dog. Press the left heel down towards the ground, right leg up, breathe in, right knee to nose as you exhale, really shifting forward. Step the right foot between your hands. And move this lunge around, rocking this forward and back, checking out how this side feels. And spring the left foot to meet the right as you fold. Clasp opposite elbows again, but switch the crossing of your arms, your other forearms on top, shaking up the head a few times. Noticing how this pose feels the second time around. The arms release and slowly roll up. Arms sweep up overhead as you breathe in, palms together as you breathe out. Interlace the fingers behind you like you're holding your own hand, but switch the crossing so your other thumb is in front. Squeeze shoulder blades together and down. Lift the chest as you breathe in. Knees soften, dive all the way down as you breathe out. Making any little movements if that feels good to you. Sometimes I like to sort of sway my fists side to side. The arms and hands release down. Look forward as you inhale. Release it as you exhale. Step the left leg back. Release left knee down to the ground. Hook your thumbs, this time the opposite way, arms up. Lengthen a little more through the waist as you breathe in, and press the hips forward slightly as you breathe out. One more full inhale, and release the hands down on your exhale. Plank pose, right foot next to left. Fingers nice and wide. Feel the belly draw in, the tail tucks under slightly. Shift forward and lower all the way down to the belly. One sec, there's a bee on my mat. Oh, come into your plank pose. Feel the belly draw in, tailbone tuck under. Your legs are really strong if your knees are off the ground. Shift forward slightly and lower all the way down to the belly. Feel the elbows hug in towards your ribs, and eventually tops of the feet come down, Sphinx again. So prop onto the elbows and forearms. Elbows press down to rise up. Imagine you're trying to pull your mat apart. So your arms are pretty active here. Slide the hands back and down dog. Left leg up towards the ceiling as you breathe in. Left knee to nose as you breathe out, hinging forward. Left foot between your hands. Right foot between the hands and fold. This time sweep the arms up overhead. Inhale. Palms together to heart as you exhale. And now, again, feet are parallel and facing forward. Shift the weight into your left leg and just lift your right heel. So you can stay right here for your balancing pose today, or right knee in towards the chest, and cross the right ankle over the left thigh, sitting your hips back. So your eyes are on one focal point, something that isn't moving, so not another person. And press through the left foot as you draw the right knee back in towards the chest. Warrior two. Step the right foot back behind you. So in your warrior two, the left toes face forward. The left heel lines up. The left heel lines up with your back instep. Arms out to shoulder height. Bring your palms face up just to draw the shoulder blades down the back. Then palms face down. Inhale, peaceful warrior, tip it back. Exhale, triangle pose to straighten the front leg. Left arm reaches forward and down. Right arm reaches up. If you want to do a little bit more abdominal activation here, you can just let your left Arms sort of swing in pendulums. It's just your trunk and your torso holding you up. Press through the left foot, bend the front knee back to warrior two. This time, interlace your fingers again like you're holding your hand. Squeeze shoulder blades down, lift the chest as you breathe in. If you want to go further, hinge forward and down as you breathe out. Letting your head relax. The legs hug in towards each other, almost like you're trying to gather your mat under you. Release the hands down to the ground and pivot to your right so all 10 toes point towards the long edge of your mat. Prop onto your fingertips, look forward as you breathe in and release it as you breathe out. Left palm comes down just beneath your face. Right arm reaches up and twists. Right fingers nice and wide. If you'd like, you can look up to the right thumb with your left eye. Right hand down to the ground. Pivot to face the front of your mat. Plank pose. Shift forward all the way down to the belly. Tops of feet down, Sphinx. Prop onto your elbows. As you press your palms down, if you want to go further, lift your elbows slightly. They won't be locked out. There's a slight bend here. Shoulders roll open. Think about dragging the floor towards you. So if there wasn't a mat under me, I would actually be able to slide my whole body forward through my arms. And release it down. Downward facing dog. Take 3 nourishing breaths in your down dog. Allow the eyes to close if that feels safe. Feel your hands press into the ground. Feel your hands press into the ground in your down dog. Feel your feet. Lift your heels, bend the knees generously, look forward. You can either hop or just walk your feet all the way up towards your hands and fold. Press through the feet, rise all the way up, breathe in. Palms together to the heart as you breathe out. Take a moment as you close the eyes, feel your feet on the floor. There's a soft micro bend in the knees. The navel hugs in gently. Crown of the head reaches up. And the eyes gently open. Shift the weight into your right leg and just lift your left heel. This can be right where you stay, or left knee in and cross left ankle over right thigh. The left foot is flexed. Gaze is focused. And then take your time, left knee in towards the chest, warrior two. So left foot back behind you, lining up front heel with that back instep. And if you check out your front knee, the knee points towards the pinky toe side. Arms out. Palms face up, shoulders down, reaching energetically away from the midline of your body. Peaceful warrior as you inhale, straighten the front leg, triangle pose on your exhale, left hand down and right arm up. Again, if you want, you can kind of pendulum that right arm. So you're really using your abdominals to support you here. But when you do that, slight micro bend in the right knee. Press through the feet, warrior two. Interlace the fingers behind your back. Squeeze shoulder blades towards each other and switch the grip of your hand holding. So the other pinky's on the outside. Lift the chest as you breathe in and then hinge forward and down as you breathe out. Fists press up towards the sky. Legs hug in towards each other. Anchor through the outer edge of your left foot specifically. One more full inhale. And an exhale, release your hands down, pivot to the left. So turn the right toes in slightly. Right hand comes down now, left arm up twist. Left fingers nice and wide, feel the belly draw in. Left hand down to the ground. Pivot to face the front of your mat. plank pose. Shift forward, lower all the way down to your belly, tops of the feet down, Sphinx. Prop onto your elbows again. The palms press down, option to lift your elbows again, not locking out, slight micro bend, rolling the shoulders open, neck is long, tops of the feet anchor down. Then slide the hands back, this time press into a child's pose, knees nice and wide, forehead towards the ground. And connect to your breath again as your head gets a little heavier and your shoulders just drape open. Specifically, experiment with breathing in your back. So the back of your lungs, backs of the ribs. Feel the ribs expand laterally as you inhale. You feel them deflate as you exhale. From here, come to sit on your shins. So take a moment here. If this is really uncomfortable for you to sit on your shins, just cross your legs. Hands in your lap for right now, sitting up tall, eyes closed. Bring one hand over the heart and one over your belly. Let your shoulders melt down as you just sense into how you feel. And see if you can also feel your breath move your belly and move your chest on the inhale. Watch how the body pulls away from your hands on the exhale. And from here, draw the palms together in front of the heart. And drop the head towards the heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste. If you'd like to repeat that sequence a few more times, you definitely can, putting your own spin on it. Or if you realize you need some relaxation, you can also just lay out on the ground. Or I also have a guided meditation or two on this channel, I'm pretty sure, I hope. And that's it. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you.